Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day.
Good
Uh,
morning. Good
I,
morning.
I don't know what happened with that opening there. All of a sudden, it was hollow line stuck in.
Keeping you on your toes. That's what it is. Keeping you on your toes.
Oh man. Oh man. Joe, how you doing today, bud?
Doing good. Doing good. Slowly but surely getting this place in order. The past, I want to say, 3 days, I've taken it really, really easy
Yep.
and haven't really done anything. Today, I woke up really early and started doing some more stuff here. So it's just little by little now. So it's
Yep.
all good.
That's excellent. I'm glad. And I'll tell you what, I can hear the difference in your mic even yesterday. Like when you were asking that, it was like, wow, big difference. So I don't know what you're doing in the office to like soundproof, but it's working. So
Yeah, I'm doing things. Before there was nothing on the walls, and I could hear it, and you could hear it in the playback, and I was
yeah.
getting feedback on it, and so like, all right, let me start putting some stuff up, and now I do have some things up there, so it's getting better. It's getting better.
Well, you can hear it. I'm just letting you know. You can, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's it's where. Oh, there we go. Look at that. He's got his CCM swag. Hold on, let me bring you up full screen. There it is. Show
Right
off
here,
that CCM swag.
I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely
nice,
love it.
nice.
Good stuff.
Well, you know what, Joe? Here we go. You know what? Let me get that. Here,
Do a cheers.
cheers.
Cheers,
Here
my
we
friend.
go. That's awesome. I know it's not crypto on the rocks, but I right now I need coffee.
Oh yeah.
I need coffee. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's go say hey because I think Piper Academy is starting to kind of jump on in here. So let's see who we got. We got Dylan in the house. Dylan, welcome. Appreciate you being here as always. Lad is right behind him there. Appreciate that. Thank you for the good wishes on the stream. Appreciate that. Army Piper in the house. Appreciate you being here and sending everybody over. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Dutchy, how's it going? Steve Hickey in the house. Appreciate you being here. And Tech Man, there he is. Tech Man in the house. Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, we're going to be talking a few different things Bitcoin related. Joe's going to take a look at the chart. We're going to take a look at the Gemini IPO. And let's see what else. Oh, we're going to take a look at Goldbacks. Remember, we talked about Goldbacks, the Oklahoma Goldbacks. Well, they're already sold out. So now I'm going to give you a link. So if you feel like, oh man, I missed out, maybe somebody will sell you one of theirs. So we'll give you that link toward the end. Matter of fact, it's already in the description, so feel free. But we'll talk about that. All right, let's kick this thing off with some Bitcoin news. Oh man, more people jumping in. JR in the house. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Who else did I miss? Oh, K Diggity. Yeah, that owner's club. Yeah, did you see Joe's got his coffee mug this morning? Did you come in before we did that? So we already did a cheers this morning with the coffee mugs. Yeah, we'll do
Love
another
it.
one. Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
I know. We're jumping ahead to crypto on the rocks. I love it. Oh man. Yes, BC. Appreciate you being here. All right, guys. I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you. All right, let's kick this thing off. And first thing, did you see this, Joe? This guy right here from Brazil has basically been collecting cans, going around collecting his little deposit cans for 2 years, and he almost has one whole Bitcoin. Oh, right? Is it a whole Bitcoin? Yeah, one whole Bitcoin. That's insane.
What?
That's what thank you. That was my reaction when I read that. I was like, holy crap, are you kidding me? How many cans does this guy get? I'm just saying.
He must be going to the pubs and side the
Seriously,
street
though.
and people donating to him, and because that's a lot of cans. Just to make $100, that's a lot of cans.
I know. And now 2 years, I mean, Bitcoin, 2 years ago, Bitcoin was, well below like 50K or whatever. So I'm sure he got some good buy-in prices if he was doing it like on a weekly basis or something. But still, that's insane. That's insane. And Wick's wife in the house, appreciate you being here. Thank you. She shared her hat. Did you see that? They shared a picture. She got her hat in from Shuby, and they posted that on X. That was awfully nice. Thank you. But yeah, that I saw that, Joe. I'm glad you had the same reaction as me, man. I saw up in there and I was like, no. But I know some of these people that go around at least me collecting cans. I mean, and they do it all the time. They got that whole
Right.
shopping cart thing, and they got bags hanging off of it with all, they separate up all the cans and bottles and all that kind of stuff. I'm guessing he was that kind of dedicated with it in order to get like a whole Bitcoin. Holy cannoli.
Yeah, like BC Pork Corp, he says free money is everywhere. If you really want to hustle, it's there.
Yeah,
you can mow
there
yards.
I didn't even see that.
You can pick up cans. You can donate plasma. You can wash cars on the weekend, or do anything, deliver pizzas, pick up a second job.
Yep.
There's money everywhere.
That you can, you got to hustle. And send me some of that free money, BC. Yeah.
Same here. Same.
Yeah. So if you're sending money out, man, I mean, let's just do it. Oh, Jesse, Uncle Jesse emojis in the chat if you're a channel member. All right. So yeah. Okay. Let's not be selling kidneys or anything.
Dude, if I could, I would. If I could, I would. Hey, Diggity with the plasma. Donate plasma. LOL.
Yeah, right. What, yeah, there you go.
I tell you what, they pay. I was a registered nurse when I was going to school to become a registered nurse. I was doing the plasma deal, and then when I became a registered nurse, I still did the plasma. And a bunch of my CNAs are like, Joe, why do you do that? Like, it's free. It's free money. They're literally paying me to lay down, and they give me money, and so I use that to go drink. Not financial
and they go
advice.
Like Tech Man says, $20.
Not financial advice, but your butt
yes,
a lot
exactly.
faster after you donate. Just saying.
That's true. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
But I love it. Bullish on the plasma. Yeah, the plasma to USDT.
There you go.
Okay, we're already getting down the rabbit hole here.
We are way
already
off
derailed the stream. We're done. Oh my goodness. I love these conversations, and you guys in the chat, you make it happen. I really appreciate it. Listen, when Joe and I were talking before we got here, I was kind of depressed with everything going on, and he told me to think about puppies and kittens and all this other. So I got a little better mood. But you guys in this chat, I'll tell you what, you made my day. You made my day. All right. Listen, talk about extra money being everywhere, right? How about this for Inventive? Why is it not coming up on the screen? There it goes. Accepting Bitcoin at your lemonade stand. Holy cow. That is, I'll tell you what, that's forward thinking. I'm sorry. Now, maybe these kids didn't think about this themselves, although you never know. Maybe they did, right? But like, that is smart. Why not? Why not? That little scheme right there. One, it just got a bunch of press, right? People be putting it out on social media everywhere. And two, like, okay, who cares if you're getting like a few bucks in Bitcoin? Like he said, right. $20.
Yeah. Can you imagine that? Like for me, I won't spend my Bitcoin. But if I see this, I was like, hey, it's pretty cool. $1 a cup. I'll get 2 cups, especially if I'm, working out, as far as whether pest control or just working out in the sun. I'm going to buy 2 of them. It's $2. What's $2? Now, $150, I'm not spending my Bitcoin. $2, sure. And it's helping them out. And just imagine that $2 in 10 years, 20 years.
Exactly. And what JR said, smart kids, man. Smart kids. I mean, I'm hoping that it was them that decided to do this, because boy, is that the right, that's the target audience for the Billy Goat Tales books right there. Bam. Given them that information, shout out to Billy Goat Tales and hashtag Givers Gain in the chat, please. Those guys are awesome. And if you're not following Billy Goat Tales, I'm sure everybody here is, but if you're watching this on the replay and you are not, link is in the description. Go and follow those guys. All right, so here we go. The next thing on the list, Brazil holds its first Bitcoin strategic reserve hearing. Now, this was posted yesterday, so that's happening today. I think, again, big news. Are they gonna? Oh, wait, I forgot to pull that off the screen. Sorry about that. And Jesse will drop in the link anyway. Appreciate you, Jesse. Thank you, sir. And I mean, that's huge news. We already got a bunch of people, nation states doing the whole Bitcoin strategic reserve thing, right? So why not this? And they'd be stupid to like keep putting it aside, especially, I mean, I don't know everything about the economics of Brazil, but I got to believe that it's not the greatest. Just saying.
Right.
Just saying. Now I'm going to bring this one up. I probably should have just left the screen up there. Sorry about that, guys. This is something that Crypto Jar and I actually mentioned last night because it got posted yesterday right before we went live, and we happened to be talking a lot about mining yesterday on that particular stream. We have seen and been living through this whole crap fandango of Cubic and Monero, right? Tacking all these change. And here you go. I'm going to bring this up like that so you can hopefully see that a little bit better. The top two pools in the Bitcoin mining space, Foundry and Antpool, have over 50% of the hash rate between them. Man, I'm sorry. That kind of worries me. And Joe, remember, Monday, you and I showed everybody Foundry had found 8 blocks in a row. Remember?
Yep.
And now I see why.
Yep.
And now
it's all making sense.
Yep. It's absolutely crazy. And it's funny. We're going to be talking about Hines a little later on. And a lot of that's going to make sense. That was something you and I talked about maybe, 2 weeks ago now. And when he left the Trump administration. And today we're going to find out why. Just the corruption eats at me. I'm dropping to that end. I'm dropping a short tomorrow about that. So if you're a channel member, you've already got access to that. But if not, watch that show. It's only a minute long, and you can get aggravated with me. All right. That's what I got for Bitcoin news right now. Joe, you ready? You want to take over the show?
Yeah, let's go. We'll do it quick too. So
all right. There it is.
All right, so this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. We talked about this yesterday, or talked about this on Monday, and of course yesterday on my stream. Just looking for a support off of this trend line. This is called the tipple, the trade intuition power lines. For those who get impressed by different acronyms and want to buy their course, so buy my course. I don't know.
Oh wait, what course? Yeah,
I don't have a course. You get all the information for free every day. But here, this is the line that I'm looking at for support. When we were here, it wasn't looking strong. Of course, on yesterday's live stream, I was thinking, we might come up and then come down. We ended up, doing pretty much, we ended up coming down, straight down. I'm looking for a higher low. So just because we broke the trend line, I am not saying, oh, short, everybody's short. We did that here. We shorted. We had a bearish retest. It tracked the shorts. We broke above. Looked like we were going to come over here. We trapped the longs by coming back down, and then we trapped the shorts once again because everybody, once it breaks this level, if they're watching this level, which hopefully they are, they're looking at shorting. These are very strong trend lines from the first cycle to the second cycle. Extremely strong. Then we did that same thing here, but here we're not shorting, not yet. We're waiting. Patience is key. And we're thinking that we might do a higher low. So we have a low, higher low. This was drawn out prior to the move. This was actually drawn out when the price was up here. Now, this is what I absolutely love is, for me, this is my journaling. I'm doing this every single day. I'm updating this every single day. I have videos so that I could, replay what my thought process was. So I strongly recommend everybody, journal. You can also take screenshots of this and just save it as a picture and put it in a folder, January, February, March, April. So you can kind of see your thought process on what you think might happen. And you'll be surprised. Sometimes it does what you're thinking. And here, this happens quite a bit. And it doesn't happen all the time. If so, I'd be a millionaire from trading like a long time ago. But this happens quite often where here I'm thinking we're going to do a higher low. And the low is slightly, we can call it maybe a double bottom. Doesn't really matter from this one. But the main thing is, what we're looking for is to see if we get rejected off of the trend line. This is what we're waiting for to short. Right now, could you have shorted? Sure, but guess what? Your shorts would more than likely be stopped out already. Hopefully, you took some profits. If you did a short, you can always scalp. Matter of fact, we did a scalping session this morning, our VIP group. But here, what I'm looking for, coming up here, maybe 114.6 to see if we get rejected. So pretty much this. If we do, we cross the first pivot, which we really don't have a pivot here yet. But if we do create a pivot, then that's our first uh-oh. Then this is our second uh-oh. Then our third. Once we break this level down here, we're shorting. So let's go ahead and mark it off. And we'll put this one in blue. So once the price action crosses below 112.2, let me move this up a little bit. 112.229. Once the price action closes the 4 hour, that's important too. Just because it crosses doesn't mean you have to enter a short. Not financial advice. But here we're looking at potentially entering shorts. If we see the rollover here, we might enter 1 or 2 shorts, but definitely down here. But just be careful, guys. Like don't feel like you have to be in a trade all the time. But this is what we've been talking about for several weeks already, really. Just, as long as it's in this tipple, we're good. As long as we're in this range, we're bullish. Once we break below, then we start to get bearish. And then here we're looking at our bounce zones. If we break below this, between like 106.8, 105.3, then another one 103.8 and 102.6. These are the different areas that it could bounce before it reaches our next zone, which is this. And this is what we do. All we're looking at is level by level. And that's pretty much it. Right now, even though we did come down, I'm still potentially bullish. I'm going to lean more to bullish until we break the low. And then we break this low. So right now I'm bullish.
I like what BC's saying right here. It's basically what you're saying, just a little bit, worded a little bit differently right there. Not having a position is a position. There
right.
You go. Don't have to be in the trade.
Yep. So that's pretty much my Bitcoin.
Well, I'm going to ask only because it was something that Piper was talking about, and a lot of these guys just coming over from Piper. He was talking about the potentialities of 70K area. What do you I know right now you're saying you're a little more on the bullish side, but I don't know, probabilities of that, you want to hazard a probability on that?
Yeah, probability on that is very high. This, hopefully we come up. So this is not so much the macro. The macro we went over on my live stream, I believe it was yesterday. But if we go to our weekly, and I know it's a bunch of lines over here, but if we go to the weekly, we can see that the chance, well, let's go to the daily. The chance of pulling back is very strong just because, well, we've gone up. So whenever we go up, and you can use divergence or whatever you want to use, I just make it really simple. What goes up is going to come down. The bigger picture. What goes down is going to come up. So here we've been going up, 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 sideways, up, 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 sideways. So coming down is very, in my opinion, logical. Coming down to at least 104.6, then our next level 87. I really don't think. Now we did talk about this yesterday, but I don't think that we'll come down here 71 to maybe 59. This is. I mean, it'd be great to get Bitcoin at this prices again, but I mean, because we've just gone up, just because we've gone up this, normally we retrace the 0.382, and I'll show you really quick. So if we do from the very bottom of this start of this move to the very top, 382 is sitting at 105.4. Let's see here. 105, we can just call it 105.6, I guess. But a healthy pullback would be to 0.5, which would be 99.5. That would be a healthy pullback. I would love to see this. This would be okay. This is when we pull to the 382. This is when we're very bullish. So just a minimum for pulling back, 382, I'm great with, which would be at 105.5, I guess you can call it. I would like to see 99.5. And here we have our golden pocket at 93.6. And then, of course, our 786 at 85. But for me, I don't really look at these levels until we start breaking a level before it. But could we come down? Definitely. Into the golden pocket? Sure, 100%. And I would prefer it. But right now, we are tapping the 236. And whenever we tap the 236, that's when we're in the very bullish mode. And so we could just, come up from here. Like all we need is time to tell us what's going to happen.
Yep. Facts. Thank you, Joe. I just thought maybe it would be good to get another perspective on it.
And this right here, and I love what Army said today. Army was saying that, he does like not the 5-minute chart, just the ups and downs. He doesn't do that. He gives you the longer pic. He gives you the bigger picture, the macro. And that's what this is right here. That is the macro, to where, pulling back, it would be healthy. And it would be like, it wouldn't be a surprise. If we continue going up, hey, great. But we always have to have the fact that it can always come down. And with the swing failure pattern, SFP, I call it a wick. But that was printed on the weekly. And normally when that happens, we tend to go down due to the selling pressure. And so that's another indication to where we may come down, maybe to 105 or 99.5 as our beginning levels. So we'll see.
And we've seen a lot of these ETFs offloading stuff, this week and stuff. So that's the pressure is definitely there. That's for sure. That's for sure. I'll tell. Hey, you guys know I'm a DCA and HODL guy. So my DCA wallets love Bitcoin going down to that price again. That's the way I look at it. And don't forget, guys, Joe is going to be going live right after we're done here. Matter of fact, if you're on YouTube, we're going to send you straight over to his stream. So make sure that if you're on X, come on over here afterward, hit that like button on your way, and then we'll send you straight over to Joe's stream right after we're done here. We're going to talk a little bit about Gemini. We're going to talk about the SEC in a minute. And like I said, we're going to talk that Goldback. But before we do that, I want to give a couple of shout outs here in the chat. Shuby is in the chat. Now, he's not usually here during the day. So Shuby Bucket's in the chat. Appreciate Shuby being here. And here we go. Dave Digital. Got those magnets in there. Appreciate Dave. He's probably getting yoked off in the gym there. So pump it. And why is this thing so difficult for me to read right now? And Sonny is in the house. Appreciate you being here, Sonny. Thank you. And I just got to put up a couple of these things are starting to worry me. These conversations in the chat, guys talking about taking pictures of feet and whose feet? We want to definitely know that ahead of time. And just a shout out to K Diggity. Just handed him a wrench while Joe was going over the charts there. So there we go. The man has got the power now. So you guys better be good to K Diggity.
It's funny. My buddy, Road Dog Crypto, he makes fun of, all these people who have these groups for sale and, outrageous prices and everything else. So what he does is it's called his footsie group, and it's for $24.99, $2,499, $24.99. And he says that, he'll point to the price action with his toes. It's more of a joke than anything else, kind of harping on all these groups that, are just, some of them are good, but most are trash. They're just getting rich off of you. But yeah.
Yep. And BC, here you go. I appreciate you. Part of it is the problem. Yes, they are old eyes. But in fairness, when you go over to like the saved comments, I don't know if you've noticed that, BC, in StreamYard, it's like the window is like this big. I don't understand why. I haven't figured out a way to adjust that yet. So, we'll go with that. And here we go. JR is going to start it off right here.
I love it. I'm always talking about, there are no magnets in crypto. The only magnet in crypto is on TradingView. And I love it. Even the ones that I love and follow and everything, they'll say it because it's just what they've heard and everything. But there are no
Well,
magnets.
right.
There's
This is good fun, Joe,
yeah,
because
I love
now
it. I love it.
it's
And
good
and
fun
every
with
time
these
it's like
people.
magnet chat, magnet chat.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
the only thing that I say is like, and I'm very careful with my words because words are very powerful. You know, if you let them be, and if you say that something's a magnet, well, then you subconsciously or consciously think, oh, it's going to go there. Versus, there's a really high chance or probability that it's going to go there due to its the average or whatever.
Oh,
Oh man,
Jesus. And here we go.
magnets in the
And
chat,
here we
guys.
go.
Magnets in the chat.
Nothing but
I'm
magnets.
loving it. I'm loving it.
Lies,
But
lies.
but yeah, I love it.
I
Man, the
do
whole
love
thing
it,
is just
man. That
red. The
was
whole thing is just red. I love it.
I know it's great. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Man, I love the chat. I love the chat. And yeah, BC, I saw you put the control plus sign. I was going to do that, but the problem is then it throws off all of my settings inside of StreamYard, not just that one. So that's why I'm struggling. I'm struggling. All right. Anyway, let's keep this thing going and start back with Gemini. Now, Joe and I talk. Come on. What is going on? It does not want to. Hold on. How about now? Hey, there it goes.
There we go.
All right. Joe and I talked about this briefly on Monday, and I said, quite frankly, what the hell took them so long? You know, this is you'd think that this was something that they would have done way back when Coinbase was doing it. But a couple of things that this did bring out was, as it says here, reveals a deal with Ripple, like for credit, and a $282 million loss. So just to kind of scroll in here for this, obviously, it again, links in the description. They have to disclose all of this information to the SEC as they're putting in for getting listed on NASDAQ. But right in here, Gemini's losses widened considerably from 41 million in the first half of 2024 to 282.5 million during that same period in 2025. The exchange posted total revenues of 67.9, I mean, might as well just say $68 million for the 6 months, down from the 74 million year over year. For the full year of 2024, Gemini recorded a net loss of 158.5 million on revenue of 142.2. So, I mean, I'm surprised, first off, that like their revenue is going down, especially with the way you see Coinbase. Now I get it. Gemini doesn't have, in my opinion, as much going on in the marketing end of things as Coinbase does. But I mean, being probably the second largest centralized cryptocurrency exchange in the US, I don't know. That kind of surprised me. Joe, any thoughts about that before I just go on to this Ripple thing?
No, it's just like you said, surprising.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't follow that close enough. And listen, you guys know, again, there's a link to Gemini in the description. If you are just starting out, you know, centralized exchange, I get it. Gemini, for the most part, I like Gemini more than I like Coinbase. I have had some issues with Gemini, and matter of fact, I probably should have put that link in the description. I did an entire video when it was like, it's like they're telling me that I couldn't take my crypto off that had been sitting there. I don't even know how long it was. So I was like, well, no. And I'm going to say, because of course, dashboard crypto. Yeah, that's why you don't leave your crypto on centralized exchanges. Just going to go there with that. But back to this. So the filing revealed the exchange entered into a credit agreement with Ripple Labs in July. The deal permits lending requests of at least $5 million each, up to an aggregate of $75 million. The agreement also allows increases of up to $150 million based on specific metrics. So they don't spell those out here, so we don't know exactly what those are. But the other piece that I thought was interesting here is the interest rate. All lending bears interest rates of 6.5% or 8.5% annually and require collateral security with repayment in US dollars. I thought that was kind of high given the sitch, but I don't know. I get it. Our interest rates are still up, and yes, I appreciate that. Thanks, Dutchy. Appreciate that. I don't know. I just I guess you got to have some kind of like credit line, I guess, and why not Ripple Labs? But wow, the losses that are sitting on the books. It reminds me of the banks. We talk about it all the time, right, Joe? With like banks with their unrealized losses just increasing. I wouldn't expect, I guess, to see that in the crypto sector, but yet again, it is a centralized exchange, so maybe. Anything else you want to toss on there before we move on?
Nope.
All right, then we're gonna move on to this, and I'm sorry, this is where the corruption comes to me, that I put on the thumbnail there. Bo Hines, Joe and I talked about this, like I said, maybe 2 weeks ago. He, in my opinion, abruptly resigned from the Trump administration. And there was all kinds of things going on. And right after that, we had Secretary Bessent coming out saying, oh, yeah, we're not doing any buying for that strategic Bitcoin reserve, then trying to backtrack on those statements. But let's be honest, they're not buying for that strategic Bitcoin reserve. They're going to just try and confiscate what they can confiscate, in my humble opinion. And now, originally, when that happened with Secretary Bessent, I thought that was related to this with him leaving. But come to find out, like most administrations, and now I'm picking on the Trump administration here because I don't give a shit who does it. If you're corrupt, you're corrupt. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. But right here, Tether appoints Bo Hines as their strategic advisor for digital assets. Now, it makes complete sense why they would do this, because they want to get in with the Trump administration. They want to make sure that they're not going to be getting more lawfare thrown against them. But like, here you go. A guy that got appointed, what does he work? 6 months, 7 months? How long they've been in office at this point? 7 months. And he's out. And now he's working for literally the biggest stablecoin provider in the space.
It's crazy.
That's the crap, man. That's the crap that just it just smells. How about that? It just smells, man. It just smells. It's horrible. It's horrible. All right, we got a few more things to go over. We're going to talk about the SEC right now. We're also going to be showing you the link if you're looking to go ahead and try and negotiate with somebody to get the Oklahoma Goldbacks that are all sold out at this point. And we're going to be looking at a kind of commercial that I think totally encapsulates the history of where we are with money now and why Bitcoin. But we'll get to that in a minute. All right, here we go. The SEC. Now, you know that, and again, Joe and I have talked about all of them at one point or another in previous streams here on a Monday or a Wednesday. And there are ETFs, several ETFs of Litecoin, of Cardano, of Ethereum, of you name it. They're all sitting in there waiting to be approved by the SEC. Well, the SEC has basically pumped the brakes on that. And as you read through here, and it highlights all of the different ones, and you can see them right here, Bitcoin, XRP, Litecoin, Dogecoin, etc. And here are the different people who have put in, including Truth Social, CoinShares, 21 Shares, etc. Now, they talk about the potential of why. And one of the strategist here from Bloomberg hypothesizes, saying that it might be the SEC's way of stalling things from becoming ETFs before they develop a digital asset ETF framework. Now, heaven forbid, that makes sense to me. We need framework. How many times do we have these people looking for clarification from the SEC, having to take the SEC to court to get clarification, and so on and so forth. So the fact that the SEC is potentially pumping the brakes here and saying, okay, let us pull this together first, and then you guys can update your S1s, whatever the case may be, and come back, and then we can start approving or not approving depending on what we say you need. And right here, some sort of generic listing standard for digital assets are allowed in an ETF wrapper. So that's what I think they're going to do. Any thoughts about this, Joe? I think that makes complete sense why they would pump the brakes, and that would be the reason.
Yeah, makes sense. And I'm really happy with the SEC now versus the prior people, because they were strictly against. And now, I mean, we've seen over the past, shoot, man, how long has it been now? Like the time, it flies by. It's been a few months, a year already. I don't know, but from every single little thing being, it's security to now it's like, okay, they're doing more things for us.
And sure, and okay, I get it. There's still, as far as they're concerned, or even any of the entities trying to operate here in the U.S., there's not. Yeah, we've had some executive orders, but as I've said, it's not about the executive order. We need laws hard and fast in place, because again, the next administration comes in, and stroke of a pen, those executive orders are history. And I just want to bring this up before we move on. Because yes, BC is right with what he's saying here, and it happens all the time. And that's why I said this. This happens to be the Trump administration, and I know we got people out there that Trump, or it's not Trump's administration. Yeah, it is. They all do it. Every single administration. Although I wouldn't have expected that it would have happened this quickly. I guess that's what kind of, I guess, pissed me off more about it, is that like 6-7 months, not even. I don't even think he got it appointed initially. I think it took about a month to appoint him. So it's like, holy crap, man, at least do the job for a year maybe, and then go there. I don't know. I get it. I know this is how things work. I'm not being naive, so don't beat me up in the chat there. But and again, BC's right. It happens in all of them, and he highlights the FDA here. And yes, they go and they work for the people that they were once regulating. Yeah, it's just the fact. All right, let's go bring up this next one. We're way ahead, Joe. I guess we didn't get down too much of a rabbit hole. Look at this. Wow.
I thought at the very beginning, I normally derail the show like midway,
yes,
3/4, but this one, it was like straight out the gate. It's like, oh, squirrel. So.
Yeah, exactly. But we've kept it pretty much on track. Damn, we're gonna have to go to your show early, Joe, or we're gonna have to babble, one of the. What it is. All right, let's take a look at this. This is about 2.5 minutes long, but I think it's worth the watch, and I shared it on X, so if you are interested, you can go ahead to my X and check it out. But let's give this a listen, and then get you guys' opinion if you haven't already seen this.
America's gold was supposed to back the dollar. Leaving the gold standard was the most costly mistake we ever made.
What was so bad about gold?
It kept them honest, but they wanted power. Kid, folks today think this is just how life's supposed to be.
What do you mean?
Back in my day, one job could feed a family. My mother stayed home, father worked, and we ate together every night. Didn't realize how good we had it. After the World War, they promised gold-backed dollars, but they broke that promise. They printed paper backed by nothing, funded wars we couldn't afford and shouldn't have been involved in. But France caught on and sent a warship to get back their gold. Truth is, if more countries followed, our vaults would be empty and game over.
I have directed the Secretary of the Treasury to take the action necessary to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold.
Turns out, when you fake the money, everything else follows, and you screw the next generation over. And it snowballs, kid. Prices shot up, paychecks didn't, life got tougher, and nobody knew why. We tried raising our kids the old way, but we didn't have the time or the money.
So you outsource parenting?
I love that.
Yeah, I guess you could say we did.
Yes, we did.
Government schools raised them, and the TV taught them bad morals. They learned debt, not savings, bought houses they couldn't afford, played video games, gambling, antidepressants, and crimes. Families fractured. Divorce rates doubled, birth rates plummeted. Things got so bad, people started financing Chipotle.
Financing a burrito?
Yeah, it's getting bad. Obesity, people eating cheap slop instead of real food. We got softer, sicker, and lazier. A nation in decline. But it didn't happen overnight. When Nixon left the gold standard, we traded sound money for a lifetime of debt.
How will they ever pay it back?
I don't think they plan to. Both sides keep spending like there's no tomorrow and leaving the bill to your generation. We didn't get it right, but you've still got a chance. So, take the reins, kid. Hold your ground and don't give up on sound money.
Wow, that's a great commercial.
That wasn't it. I thought that was awesome. And again, I know they're. I'm just gonna pull this from the screen here so we can chat for a minute. But listen, I get they're highlighting Bitcoin here for the next generation. I understand, but I would not write off. And I don't know if we have any of our gold bugs that sometimes join in from X there. And if you're here, welcome. Thanks for being here. Gold and silver still okay with me. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you're able to do it in a digital sense, which you can for like Kinesis, for example, built on the blockchain as it is. So I don't know. I think this like highlighted it in that 2.5 minutes perfectly, that like anybody with just a basic understanding of economics, a basic understanding of history can wrap their head around that. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And there's sometimes where I watch YouTube where like it shows, back in the day, and just like there, I mean, in the gym class, like you had to do so many push-ups, so many sit-ups, you had to be able to run, whether it was a mile or whatever. And it was all like a prerequisite. Like that's what you had to do. And everybody was fit. And now, well, I mean, everybody's eating McDonald's and processed food and just stuff that's not healthy for us versus what they were doing a long time ago, growing their own foods and everything else like that.
Yep.
It's so different now. And then when it comes to the money part, that's what really gets me upset. Is when it comes to the money part. I mean, they literally did it on purpose again, where they're saying, "Oh, well, the dollar, because it was backed by gold. There was, you couldn't have more than what is backed by." And then now that, oh no, let's not do that. So now we can just print. And oh my gosh, man.
Yeah, no, facts. And I don't know if he knows that for a fact, but I'll tell you what, it was really good if that's the case. And some of
it was AI, 100% AI.
See, I don't know, that was pretty damn good. Damn good.
And all these scams, they're getting really clever because they'll use these AIs. And before, it would be very obvious because you would have, whoever talking and their mouth would be, and then those sounds would, and then come out, and then so you can kind of see. But now, man, it's good. So one thing that I look for is like the skin, how clear it is, and that's
good point. And his BC from our comments earlier that we were running way ahead of time. We got to give him some tomfoolery. There you go. And then he's saying, you're telling me that politicians, no, politicians is honest. Just watch my short tomorrow. It's all about that. A West is in the house. Appreciate you being here, A West. Welcome. Appreciate that. And no country will ever pay back its debt. Yeah, facts, man. I mean, again, Joe, go ahead. You got it. I don't know if you got that trigger right there for dropping that link for the
that I don't.
Oh my God, Joe always has it. Oh
yeah, it's on my other computer. I'm on my new computer now.
Oh, I was gonna say Joe always has that Hidden Secrets of Money video 4. Again, for those who haven't, and I don't have it linked in here, I'll see if I can grab it before we head out of here. But yeah, that explains very well. It will take you a couple of times to wrap your head around it, unless of course you're just a whole lot more intelligent than I am, which could be. But anyway, it completely explains why nobody will ever be able to pay it off. Nobody. And Dave Digital saying we all still are lucky enough to have our own choices. So we have the ability to make the choice to go to the gym, eat right. Yep. It's all about choice. Yeah. Facts, man. Facts. I agree 100%. 100%. We do have the choices.
Yeah, one thing also is the money. You know, if you have to work 2 jobs or 2 jobs and a side job, you know, to just kind of make ends meet, pay your bills, because now the bills, you know, before, man, you used to be able to rent a place for $600. Now it's $1,800. It's like, are you kidding me right now?
Facts.
Like, there is no way it's $1,800 for a little 1-bedroom apartment type. It's like,
but yet it is.
Yeah, and it's so difficult too for these young kids trying to make it on their own. They have to, like, they have to have a roommate, like one of their buddies or 2 of their buddies, 3 of their buddies.
Yeah,
like they all have to go into, you know, get a house together and then try to make it. So yeah.
There you go. K Diggity dropped the link, and there you go. All right, here.
Oh, thank you. I was looking for it.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right, K Dig. Agreed. Yeah. It's man. Everybody at some point. It's I don't care what your morals are. It's a thing. It's a thing. You get kind of like jumped up into it. It's easy to go down the rabbit hole. It just is. Right. And BC saying, if you want to understand modern economic theory, just do a deep dive into John Keynes. He's the father of current. BC always dropping the knowledge. I'll tell you what. Well, absolutely. And yes, Dutchie, it is tough to keep up. It just is. All right. Excuse me. We got one more thing here, and then that's it. We're gonna head over and see Joe. Now again, Joe and I teased this before it came out. I let you know. Why is it not? Oh, did I just freeze?
Oh, you did freeze it. Oh, there you're back. Oh wait, you're muted now. But yeah, you're still muted right now. Okay. Sounds like 2 syllables. I was never good at that game. Never good at that game. But he's getting that back on. Everybody put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let us know that you're still here. Put a 1 in the chat. Greatly appreciate you guys. And I'm actually putting the link also. I'm actually saving the link to my Stream Deck.
All right. How about now?
There you go.
All right.
You are good.
Yeah, I got, it's funny. Right after you said you got no mic, I got an alert from StreamYard going, oh no, we lost connectivity with your mic. Like, okay, thanks. Better late than never. Better late than never. Appreciate everybody with the 1s in the chat. Yeah, someone stole Keith's mic, literally right from, look, it's right here, right from in front of me. They stole. Oh shit. I got rugged. You
did get rugged.
That was weird. Since I updated the internet, I don't know, I haven't had many issues, knock on wood. And so that was kind of like a first there, and a weird one too. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. So Joe and I talked about this before it came out. We mentioned it to you when it came out, and mentioned that it was limited. I want to say there was only like 400 or something, or 4,000. I can't remember what it was, that they decided that they were going to do with these Oklahoma Goldbacks. And here it is right here. That's it. They're done. They'll be done. So now you got to find somebody who owns one who wants to sell. So right here in this post, again, link is in the description, also on my X. Go ahead and check it out. But you got to go to this link and see where you can exchange it and find a buyer if you're actually looking to get your hands on some of these. And I'll tell you what, I love the artwork on these things, Joe. Isn't it amazing? I mean, all of them. I mean, we've seen the Florida ones with Daniel Diaz here on the stream, but look at that. It's amazing artwork right there.
Yeah, they're very cool. I like the fact that one, it's gold, so it has that value to it, and then the other value is it's like a collector's item. It's
right.
It's artwork. It's really artwork, and like for me, I don't know if I have mine with me, but for me, I mean, I absolutely love mine, and. Oh no, there's no artwork on this one.
Oh, but, you got the one from Metal Mark. Yes,
yeah, the one from Metal Mark.
Yes,
but oh yeah,
which is awesome too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's very cool. I mean, I love it.
Yeah,
it's very cool. But the ones from the one that you're showing, it has like just really nice artwork, and $50, $100, whatever you want to spend. You can get a couple of them, and it's nice collectibles.
Again, it's amazing. Links are in the description if you're interested in that, for that one, and Metal Mark for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And yeah, you can use them as you guys have seen Daniel Diaz here talking about it. You can go ahead and use that for money. There's a lot of retailers who will accept Goldbacks for cash, especially if you're in Florida. Is it Wyoming, I think he said, and New Hampshire. And Texas, I think, and Texas. A lot of retailers will take these if you're looking to like actually use gold. But now, if you've want to use digital gold, I mean, Kinesis has I think it's still outside the U.S. They connect a MasterCard to your Kinesis account, so you can spend it that way. I think it's coming to the U.S. soon. I don't think it's here yet. And if anybody is with Kinesis listening in on this, if I'm incorrect, please put it in the chat. But I'm pretty sure that's not actually live here in the U.S. yet. Or at least I didn't see it, because I would assume I would get some kind of notice. Hey, do this, because I love Kinesis. Love Kinesis. Now, it's like my second favorite now. But anyway, that's it, folks. That's what we got for today. So, Joe, I don't know, but do you want to head over and start getting ready over there? And I'll let everybody know what I got going for the rest of the week.
Yeah, definitely. So, again, guys, thank you so much. If you're on X, come on over to YouTube. Make sure to smash the like. From here, you're going to get forwarded to my channel, where we go over Bitcoin. We go over just the thought process. And I really do like the fact that, we go over just the plan A, plan B. It's not always, up only. And here's one thing, and I'm going to talk about this also on my show. One thing that I've noticed more so this cycle than the last cycle was all about the following people and, there's an extended cycle and it's not like how it was before and everything's different and we have more adoption. And that's all that was last cycle. So I was just up. Now, man, I am always talking about the plan B, coming down, watching, because I am not, and I refuse to let this happen again, where I'm listening to everybody, extended cycle, let's go. And
next thing
watching
you're
my
round
account
tripping.
come down and down and down, making lower highs, lower lows, and still having the thought process like, it's going to keep on going up. This time around, I'm taking my money. So yeah. All right, that's all I got. I do thank you guys very much. I'm gonna get my stuff ready, and should be ready in about 5 minutes or so.
Yep. All right, sounds good. And we'll see you in a few minutes. And Joe is live right here every Monday through Friday, noontime. Again, we're going to be heading over there shortly, and Saturday and Sunday, 4 p.m. So make sure that you're checking that his shows out. And yeah, I do believe I saw somebody, here it is, LBC is in the house. Appreciate you being here. I don't know if I gave you a shout out earlier, so I apologize for that. But yeah, it's different, and this cycle is different, let's be honest. Let me get that banner out of here. The fact of the matter is we had an all-time high prior to the halving, stuff like that. This cycle, as far as alt season is concerned, yeah, no, sorry. It's going to be a completely different alt season here, that kind of thing. So we definitely got some differences going on here. Yeah, exactly. That exactly. See, LBC right there, right on it. Don't be thinking we think the same there. I heard you say that to BC earlier. Anyway, all right. So let me give you a wrap up as to what I got going on here for the rest of the week, and then we're going to head over and raid Joe's stream. Don't forget, when we get there, CCM raid in the chat. So tomorrow, like I've been teasing, dropping a short tomorrow. Check that out. If you're a channel member, you already have access to that. I'll be setting up the live stream for Crypto on the Rocks on Friday. So I'm not sure what the theme is going to be for this week, but we'll figure something out. And so make sure you're there 7 p.m. Eastern time for Crypto on the Rocks. And then Saturday, 11 a.m. I'll be dropping Eastern time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'll be dropping the next video in the senior series. I'm gonna continue on talking about wallets. Last week, again, the 55 plus crowd, sometimes a bit tech challenged. So I'm trying to break it down in as minimal increments, easy to digest bites as possible. And last week we started talking about wallets. And I was talking in particular custodial versus non-custodial wallets. And now this week, it's going to be a breakdown of the difference between hot and cold wallets before I then break that down a little bit further. So I'm trying to kind of stack it up for those who are just coming into the space, especially for those who might be technically or generationally challenged. All right. So that's what I got going. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you to everybody who has been and continues to be in that live chat. Thank you for everybody on X. But if you're on YouTube, just sit tight. We're going to raid Joe's stream. Make sure CCM raid in that chat. I appreciate you. Thank you guys. And yes, thank you, K Diggity. I appreciate all you guys being here. Thank you. All right. We're heading out. Have a good one, and I will see you Friday for Crypto on the Rocks. All right, later.